What?
Do you know who Michael Jackson is?
Yes.
Okay. More importantly, for the sake of this conversation, do you know who Jafar Jackson is?
That's not his son, right?
Okay, I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you something. And open your eyes.
Oh. Nephew.
Our first look at the King of Pop biopic, Michael.
So beat it, just beat it.
Jafar Jackson, the son of Michael's brother Jermaine, transforms into his uncle.
We think of him every day, and there's not an hour that goes by he doesn't come across our mind because of just the music and just the
He
memories.
was iconic,
In the
truly.
new photo, Jafar channels
Tell me that doesn't look
Damn.
exactly like Michael effing Jackson.
It does.
I saw that as this thumbnail and I was like, wow, that's a throwback, huh? Like they got this old footage of Michael. So what is it, a new document? That's not Michael Jackson? I'm just shocked. It looks just like him.
with a V-neck, white jacket, and black pants.
Yeah.
Looking straight out of a Dangerous World Tour concert.
Yeah.
It just looks like a smaller
my
version
God.
of him.
Director
I remember
Antoine
when that
Fuqua
music
shared
video
the pic
dropped,
on
I was so
Instagram
proud.
Over a year out from Michael hitting theaters in April 2025.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Jafar's casting was announced last year, sharing this BTS snap to the gram.
Wow.
Telling
Wow.
fans, I'm humbled and honored to bring my uncle Michael's story to life. At the time, Michael's mom, Katherine Jackson, shared her approval. Jafar embodies my son.
At home, Michael is just like any of the other children when we're together.
You know what's trippy? I thought that was Michael Jackson's voice for a second.
So did I. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that's Michael. And then it was like, nope, it's his mom.
Wow.
Because I think
I never heard her talk before.
That he doesn't like to be out.
Nia Long portrays the Jackson family matriarch, the actress at a loss
Huh.
for words Tuesday, speechless and grateful for this honor.
Yeah.
The time has come for us to do the same.
Coleman Domingo plays Joe Jackson, fresh off his Oscar nod for portraying another real-life figure in Rustin.
There's nothing not impossible for the Jacksons. Everything is possible.
Coleman calls the role of Michael's father rich, complex, and flawed.
I feel like when it comes to a win for an actor, I have won just by existing in this space and being able to do this work. Because it feels like legacy work. It's the work that we hope to do as actors.
For now, no other casting details for Michael's famous family, but we do know Miles Teller has joined the cast as John Branca.
I love filming, and I love when I get to do it with, incredible cast and script and crew.
After Michael dropped his dad as his manager, the entertainment lawyer stepped in, eventually becoming a co-executor of Michael's estate after his death in 2009.
I think we're all going to feel Michael's presence, and we can never replace Michael, obviously.
Also carrying on Michael's legacy, his children.
Our father was the king of pop. He did so much for the music industry.
Michael's eldest, Prince, praises the work Jafar's put in, calling his cousin's performance, quote, the closest I'll ever come to watching my dad in concert.
Wow.
You've been hit by a smooth.
That is uncanny.
Yeah. So I just got reminded of how Michael Jackson's kids look nothing like him to me. But there's one other thing here. It's just another still, I'm sure. Doesn't that look just like Michael Jackson?
Yeah. Well, because he's also got like all of the hair and the makeup and everything and the clothes. But yeah, totally.
Yeah, it certainly helps.
Yeah, because when you look at his pictures side by side, like just him regular, it's slightly similar, but not like, a dead ringer.
Yeah, as long as they shoot the whole movie 50 feet away, it looks just like Michael Jackson the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, for reals. But I mean, this is very limited, wisely so. Antoine Fuqua is a director that I like a lot, and so I'm excited. I didn't even realize he was the one directing it. Like, everything I'm learning about this, I'm learning today. I didn't realize Jafar Jackson was even a person that existed until today, and I didn't know Antoine Fuqua was the one who was helming this. He didn't talk about this at all, as far as I remember, when I went to watch Equalizer 3.
I seem to have, it's been percolating in the back of my mind. It's been in the ether, but not something that I've really, sort to look at. Like, I've heard rumblings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering a couple things because, like, I grew up as a Michael Jackson fan. Like, before I was into Arnold Schwarzenegger, before I was into Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, I was into Michael Jackson. Super much like, it's super watching the Moonwalk. Was it called Moonwalker? Moonwalker movie that he did. It was like an awful movie.
Really?
He turns into a car and everything, I think. Or
oh my god.
What does he turn into a car? He turns into like a machine that shoots. It's an insane movie. If I tried to describe it to you, you'd be like, what? But then I tell you it's the 80s and you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, like, but this Smooth Criminal, the song is in the movie. And so, but anyway, that's like, I grew up loving Michael Jackson. And so knowing that they're making this biopic, I'm actually quite excited. And it's just wild to me as someone who is so familiar with Michael Jackson to see these images and be fooled for a second. I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I always feel a little bit wary, or like I'm just kind of curious how this works out when the biopic or the movie is talking about and portraying many people who are still alive.
Sure.
And so we all know that Joe Jackson is a kind of problematic character. Like, how did he feel about his portrayal in the movie?
Well,
like,
that's
he
the
would
other
have
part
had
of
to
it.
sign off on it. So then is it sanitized? Is it like...
That is a very good question, because there were certainly elements that were sanitized in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right. And
So-
I mean, I loved that movie. I know a lot of people had issues with it. But then also I approached it with, I don't really know all that much about Freddie Mercury and like his life story. So for me, that was like, oh my gosh, this is new information. Whereas, you know, we know a little bit about Michael Jackson. And
So apparently the Moonwalker movie is available on YouTube, the whole thing, all 92 minutes of it. Achara's never seen this before, so if you guys are interested in a reaction to it, bearing in mind any music elements are going to have like some, you know, dipping and stuff like that. But we'll always have the full reaction on Patreon and memberships. If you guys are interested in that, do let us know in the comments. I think that we should just do it just for fucks and giggles. Like, I think Moonwalker would be an amazing reaction to do, but we can at least look at the trailer to button this video.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, I love a silver suit.
He comes from a place beyond the stars.
Oh my god, the socks. Yes, please.
To a world beyond their dreams.
Oh my god, this is bringing back memories.
So comes the music. From his heart comes the beat.
Joe Pesci. I thought it was Joe Pesci. I'm like, there's no way. I was like, in my memory, I'm like, the guy I'm remembering is just like Joe Pesci, but it can't be Joe Pesci. There's no way Joe Pesci would participate in this. And here he is as a Transformers robot, just like I remember.
Comes a movie
What?
like no other.
It's the Michael Jackson equivalent of Yellow Submarine. He's a car. He totally is a car.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Ooh!
Michael Jackson. Nothing could prepare you for his movie.
You've never seen this?
No, we didn't get this. We didn't get this in Indonesia. Oh no, it was living there.
It's written in the stars.
You get that smooth beer ad voice. This movie was everything to me as a kid. I wore out the VHS.
Okay.
And I remember on the VHS, I had a little Mario sticker that I put on it so you knew it was mine.
Really?
Yeah, it was like one of those old school stickers that had like a...
Oh, like on your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS that you got returned to you
Yes.
a few years ago?
Yes, but this is like an old school sticker that was like bubbly. And
Oh yeah, Bubblies.
the
I remember
bubbly-
those.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah. Did you feel a little bit weird when the kids were hugging Michael Jackson? He was like hugging the kids.
I wasn't thinking about anything naughty. Like, I was just into the movie. Like, it took me back to when I was a kid.
No, but yeah, I mean, it totally feels like it's geared towards kids. And like you were saying, you know, you really loved Michael Jackson as a little kid. And for me, I tried really hard to not love Michael Jackson as a rebellion because everybody in school was like, oh my God, Michael Jackson. And I'm like, why does this man always touch his crotch? It's so weird.
I thought that was weird too.
But then, like, as I got older, I couldn't help myself. He's a musical genius. So,
right.
Yeah, I did, like, start to appreciate him more, and, like, I love his music.
Anyways, yep.
Woo!
All right.
Ha-ha! Wrong one.
Wow.
That's Will
That's
Smith.
racist. Wrong black person, Achara. Canceled.
No, because I did the woohoo.
Yeah.
So then I just felt like a haha should come after. Ow!
No, the thing I always say is Jamon. Instead of come on, I'm like,
Yeah.
Jamon.
Jamon.